Okay, here we go with another video this time, and this is actually going to be a little bit of a different video. Those of you who've never thought of this before, and I just thought about it, and it's going to be on history of cartoons, the history of my era of cartoons, and I'll talk about it for a little bit. Back in when I was a youngster, when I was like a kid, back in 2000. Probably in the early 2000s, I used to watch two cartoon eras. I used to watch Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. And on Nickelodeon, I used to watch a bunch of Nickelodeon shows, even the live action game show and animation shows. Like, I used to watch Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Angry Beavers. I used to watch all those bunch of shows when they were on back in the day, and there was a bunch of other animation shows. And I used to watch, and the most famous of them all, of the live action show on Nickelodeon was Kenan and Kel, All That, The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, and there was a bunch of others that I remember I used to watch, like the Garcia Brothers. And a bunch of other shows I used to watch, like including The Adventures of Pete and Pete. I remember I used to watch that when I was a kid. And now, in 2001, and during probably like 2001, I used to watch cartoons on Cartoon Network. Like, I used to watch the Warner Brother cartoons, including like the Bugs Bunny, Sylvester Tweety, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd. And there was a bunch of other cartoons I remember I used to watch. And also there was other cartoons I used to watch on there, like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons I used to watch back in the day, like Yogi Bear, the Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones. And there was other shows, including Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel. Yeah, those were all good shows I remember I used to watch, including Johnny Bravo. Yeah, they're all better than those new crap shows. Yeah, I don't like the new crappy shows, but this is even good. And also, probably after most of the cartoons I remember I used to watch, probably when they were taken off Cartoon Network, I gave a break for watching cartoons for a while. I thought I was too old for watching cartoons anymore, but then in 2008, probably in late 2008, in November, what was this? Yeah, early November, I watched this amazing cartoon. I remember I watched it one day with my cousin, and one late night, I watched this cartoon with my cousin, and when I saw this, I wanted to buy the DVD so bad. And that DVD, it was the very first DVD I ever owned. It was the first cartoon DVD I ever owned, I should say. And that would be none other than the Tom and Jerry Greatest Chases. This was the very, very first Tom and Jerry DVD I've ever owned. Because Tom and Jerry was a classic back in my day. I remember I used to watch it when I was like a kid. And yeah, I still watch it to this day. All the cartoons are excellent on here. I love watching the cartoons on here. They're all pretty good, but yeah, it's even better nonetheless. But there's a bunch of Tom and Jerry DVDs I have. Like, yeah, I don't really care much for the new Tom and Jerry tales and all that other stuff. Yeah, they're all a bunch of crap, but they're still okay. But this one's even better than buying the other DVDs of the Tom and Jerry. I like Tom and Jerry. They're really funny. And also, on New Year's Eve 2009, when it was the beginning of 2009, I watched a marathon on Cartoon Network that I remember I used to watch was the Warner Brother cartoons. And the Warner Brother cartoons I remember I used to watch when it was on Cartoon Network. I saw the commercial one day. I was bored. I was watching Tom and Jerry. And I saw this commercial pop up of the Warner Brother cartoons were coming back to Cartoon Network for one day, which was on New Year's Day. And I started getting excited because I remember I used to watch that. And of course, I wanted to buy all the DVDs. And the first DVD that I found at Walmart on January 31st, 2009. It's almost its second year anniversary, and that would be Volume 5 of the Spotlight Collection. This was the very first DVD of Looney Tunes that I ever owned. It's pretty even good. But yeah, I got almost all the Spotlight Collection DVDs. I'm keeping all the Looney Tune DVDs I remember I used to watch back in my childhood. But yeah, brings back memories. Now I got Spotlight Collection Volume 1, 2, 4, including Volume 5, and I got Volume 6, 7, and the and of course these Superstars DVDs. I got them recently, which were Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Foghorn Leghorn and Friends, and Tweety and Sylvester. Yeah, this most recent one that just came out was Tweety and Sylvester Feline Frenzy. Has all the cartoons. Yeah, it has all the cartoons that were featured in both Spotlight and Golden Collection DVDs. Yeah, this is not the best DVD that's out there, but it's still pretty good. I'm keeping this for a long time because I always enjoy watching Looney Tunes. They're the best cartoons. And yeah, I like them all. I like them better than SpongeBob, so there you go. Including, yeah, Bugs Bunny is the best. He's one of the best ones ever out there. I like him better than SpongeBob, but it's pretty good. And also, during probably like in late February or early March of 2009, I started getting interested in something else. I put Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry to the side for a while, and this brought up to my mind, and it was the very first tape that I ordered off Amazon. Very first tape that I really wanted to get so bad that before I had my YouTube account, which was a year before I got my YouTube account, I got this Disney VHS tape. I got this Disney VHS tape that I first watched Aubrey Mann's video before he closed his account, a year before he closed his account. I watched this video. I watched his Disney VHS collection, and I started getting into collecting the Disney tapes. I wanted to get all of them that he has. Well, since his Disney tapes is no longer in that long, but yeah. Anyways, the first tape that I ever got off Amazon, well, not the very first tape, but the first Disney tape, but you know what I mean, that was the 2003 special edition VHS of The Lion King. It's pretty good. I don't have the DVD of this film, but I have to get that soon. But it's pretty good. It's history of what I got into, but yeah, this is even pretty good. I always loved this. But it's pretty good. If you like this one. And I also got other tapes. And one of the best tapes out there in the Black Diamond series that sold lots and lots of money, and it was a huge success to the Disney Renaissance. And yeah, it was a huge box office success, and it's one of Martin S. 1989's favorite Disney movie, including the Chris 488. That's Beauty and the Beast. I got this many years ago, way back, along probably in 1992, something like that, late 1992 for Christmas, I believe. But yeah, this was even good. I think label on the print date was July 9, 1992. That was just a few days after Independence Day. But yeah, it's even good. I love the Disney films. I remember I watched them back in my day, but yeah, this is even good. So that what brought me into the Disney tapes. And also I got a bunch of others. I got Bedknobs and Broomsticks. This is the 1989 VHS I had in my collection. Yeah, this was when I started getting into Disney, but yeah, I had most Disney tapes already, but it's pretty good. Including the 1994 tape and the 2002 edition of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah. I always like this. I always like this one. And there was also other Disney tapes that I got in my collection that I got in my collection somewhere. Yeah, these are all the library. Yeah, it's my library of all my Disney video collection. They're all good. And also, this, including this rare tape, it's an extremely rare tape that I got at a thrift store recently. I got a very rare tape. That is the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid. This was the reason why this is a rare copy because it's a rare copy because it's the most controversial cover ever made because of something in the middle of Triton's castle. But it's a good movie. I always thought it was good, but yeah, I have to. Oh, hold on here. I gotta put this there. There we go. But yeah, this was the most controversial cover ever, but before it became controversial, this sold many, many, many copies, according to IMAX Nation 1980, and this was the first Disney film that was part of the Disney Renaissance, when this was when animation was getting back on the right track in the 80s. This was the very first one, and it was part of the Disney Renaissance, but it's pretty good. I know it's one of Martinez 599's favorites. And also, there's also libraries of tapes. These are all I'm keeping for a long time, including this tape, Mary Poppins, the best Disney live action film ever made. One of my third favorite Disney films of all time. It's a great, excellent film. I like this better than Bedknobs and Broomsticks, but it's pretty good. But yeah, these are all my library tapes of Disney tapes. I'm keeping them all. Yeah, there was a bunch of new tapes I got into my collection, but some you've already seen. But yeah, there was, and also this was a show that was on Nickelodeon back in the 90s, which was Doug. This is Doug's first movie. It's a 1999 VHS I got at a consignment store before it went out of business. I also got other films, including Hercules, Pollyanna, Fun and Fancy Free, Flubber. These are all good tapes, including the 92 and 99 tapes of 101 Dalmatians. Those are all good tapes. And a bunch more, like Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland, Mulan, James and Giant Peach and Pinocchio, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Country Bears and Cinderella, and I believe back there is The Black Cauldron. And there was a bunch of more tapes I got here. Like, I got The Jungle Book. I got 2 tapes of the 1991 VHS. This one has the sticker label. I have another copy which has the ink label, but yeah, these are more tapes. Like, I got Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas, Lady and the Tramp 2, Lion King. Yeah, these are all good. And these are all good. I like these the best, but it's pretty good. I like them better than the Disney Pixar films. And also, in April of 2003, was it April? Yeah, it was April 2003, I got interested, before I got interested in all of this other stuff, I got interested in a great television history classic. I got into this in 2003. This was probably after Looney Tunes got canceled off Cartoon Network. And it was one of the best. Yeah, it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. I used to didn't like them when I was a kid, because I thought they were stupid and scary, but now, when I got this for some time ago in Easter of 2003. I got this, and of course my parents got this for me for Easter, and it's none other than whole stack of the Three Stooges DVDs. These were the first ones I've ever owned into my collection. I used to have the slip cover for these two, but I don't have it no more. But yeah, these are all great. I always loved watching the Three Stooges. I used to watch them when it was on AMC, when they had the NYUK University with Leslie Nielsen, the late Leslie Nielsen, I should say, because he passed away recently. But yeah, it's even good. I like this film. I like all of these. It has one of the earliest with the Three Stooges started. Like, this has Curly, Moe, Larry, and Shemp in them. Yeah, I always enjoy watching them, including Curly Joe and Joe Besser, but these are all good. I've always been a fan of the Three Stooges for a long time. Yeah, I like them better than the SpongeBob now. But of course, yeah, I've watched the Three Stooges marathon recently. And also, I got this DVD for Christmas in '04, and that was the Three Stooges in color. Yeah, I don't really care much for the Three Stooges in color because, yeah, it was a waste of time, I thought, but yeah, the black and white versions, I think they're better than the color version of Three Stooges, because color versions really ruined some things. Like, Home of the Good Guys did a rant about the Absent-Minded Professor DVD, VHS, that he got, the 98 VHS that he has, and he got recently at a garage sale somewhere like that, but I'm not too sure. And also, in May 2010, I got into something else. After I took a break for, those are all my Three Stooges tapes. I collect all the Three Stooges tapes since I was a kid, and still love them. And also, I got into collecting in May 2010. I watched Home of the Good Guys' Spare channel, which was Disney Audio Magic. When I watched it, there was a bunch of albums, a bunch of vinyl records I saw that he was listening to. It was all good. I always loved them. And so what I got were a whole stack of vinyl records. Some that my grandmother gave me, some that I got at a flea market, some that other people gave to me. Yeah, it's even good. Even this Disney album of this Mickey Mouse Disco. That's one of Terry T 1976's favorite album. I might be posting this on my channel soon, because I always enjoy this one a lot. I always loved this one. And also, in December 2009, I got into something else. Somewhere in 2009 maybe, but I'm not too sure. 2009, I got into collecting Blu-rays, which I got Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, and also there was other Diamond editions I got. I got this one recently for Christmas from my aunt and uncle. That was the Diamond edition of Beauty and the Beast. I was originally not gonna I wasn't planning on getting this at first, but I got it though. It's pretty good. I put this on my Christmas list, but it's pretty good. I like this DVD. Also, there was Fantasia 2000, the 2-movie collection. Yeah, this was even good. And also, somewhere in 2009, my cousin got a video game console that I've been wanting to get since the day it came out, but unfortunately, it was like $500, $600. I couldn't pay for it because, yeah, it was too much money, so I couldn't buy it. But anyways, and also, before that, I got this one. I got into collecting a PlayStation 3. I got into getting a PlayStation 3. This is the slim kind. I like this better than the original, but it's pretty good. There's a little dust on there, but that's okay. And the first game I owned was Little Big Planet, which is a good game. I also got other games as well. And also my brother got this for himself recently, MLB 10 The Show. I'm not into baseball too much, but I'm not really a sport guy, but the only sport I like is basketball. That's the only sport I take interest in, but this is even good. I got Toy Story 3, good game. Good game based off the film. Simpsons game, great game. Not as good as Road Rage, but even close. And also Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, the sequel. This was the first one, the sequel, and also there was another game I got into back in July 2005, probably somewhere around there. I went on vacation. Before we went on a vacation, I got into this game, and this is an instant classic game that I know a bunch of YouTube users has this game probably, but I'm not too sure. But likewise, this game I got some time ago. It was one of the best. It was one of the best games ever made in history. It is a Disney game, but not about Disney. It was about this one. The only reason I like this game because of the Disney characters that were in it. And if you want to know what that game was, it was an instant classic. It was an instant classic. I always loved it. I always thought it was great. It was a good classic. And that was Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts 2. When this came out in April 06, I wanted to get it so bad, and yeah, I did get it. I think I got it for Easter, but I'm not too sure. But this is a fun game. I love this game. Also for Kingdom Hearts 1, I got this some time ago, but it's even pretty good. You know, you should check this out if you like this one. Just love Kingdom Hearts. And that will be it with the history of myself, about me, liking Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, the history of my Three Stooges life, and a bunch of others. So, yep, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.